Okay, welcome back to my channel. This is just another review of another oracle deck, or tarot deck rather. So this particular deck is actually called, I'll just show you sort of the outside and the inside of the box. So this one is called The Visions Guide, and it's by Catherine Toombs, James R Eads, E-A-D-S. So the deck itself does have, it's got some simple images almost along the lines of, what is it? Is it Picasso? No, Picasso's the one that's got, no, sorry. I'm trying to remember the artist that has kind of that mirage of colors that go together. It's sort of loosely based, I would say, on the imagery of that. So we'll just go right into it here. Sorry guys, is it Monet? I think it's Monet. Anyway, so just showing you some of the images here. So we've got the Fool, we've got the Magician, we've got the High Priestess. So I just want to see as well in terms of, and of course the stock is, doesn't have as much durability. Well, no, it is durable. It is durable. I won't say that it isn't. But I would say I've had other decks that have had more of a durable sort of feel to it. This one has kind of a silver tone to it on the edge. I don't know if you can see that here. So what I'm going to do is just give you also a rendering of the Magician and see whether or not it's similar to what those of us that do the tarot, what that would mean. So again, I might just put that up against here as, okay, so the Magician card, we all know that the Magician is definitely speaking to sort of bringing things from the realm of the impossible, or those things that are in the ether, and bringing it into more of a practical zone, having all the tools and the capability to conquer and to do something. So let's sort of that was just generally, and let's see what it also speaks to. Again, it's how it's paired with other cards as well. Can be a card of manipulation in reverse, blah blah blah. But the point is this particular card does speak to, in reference to the actual book that it comes with, it does actually speak to a giant man stands and manipulates a figure between his fingers, and that would be what you see in the image there. So his translucent silhouette and enormous moon ruling the background suggests the realm of the inner landscape, but his uncompromising presence dispels the mystery and replaces it with sheer force of will. He has mastered his subconscious, and as a result, the material world around him. So, in short, the book does indicate that the Magician is bold, decisive power, self-determined, self-confident, has a vision, passionate, creative, deeply connected to his surroundings. So I would say it has sort of the twist on, on the meaning, but along the same lines. So it does mean that you have everything within you to accomplish whatever it is that you're type of action you're trying to implement. So again, same sort of idea, world, it was just worded perhaps a little differently. And again, these are just some of the images for those of you that are interested in, but it does, like I said, speak more to the traditional tarot meanings. So I don't find there's too much of a twist on this one. Everything's pretty much the same. We'll just look up the Chariot as well and just sort of see where that falls. Okay, and so the Chariot again is a major arcana, so we are looking at something that has a lot of impact. Chariot usually is a card of drive, ambition, can be a choice between two things, can be referring to a car, as you see in the imagery. So yeah, it does speak to the same thing. So it's about being self-assured, and it definitely is about careful preparation, self-discipline, that steady determination to get something. So yeah, it is about getting the obstacles out of your way, and you have the motivation to achieve something. Pretty much the same idea of what the card is. So again, I would say for sure it is around the idea of traditional tarot. So Wheel of Fortune, these are all the major arcana, I guess, just the way that it is put in the deck here. I don't know that, I do like the deck, and I do like the fact that it has sort of a subtle suggestion with the imagery. So I do like that, and I do love the turquoise, and it's more of a hint. So I would say toward whatever it is that you're looking at. So I would say using your intuition more so with a lot of these images would be more advantageous. Let's just look up Judgment. So we all know judgment can be a big decision. It can be an enlightenment period. It can be something that's quite significant that's occurring in somebody's life. Let's see how that holds up with the actual card deck. Yep, door swinging open to reveal the spiraling vortex that lies beyond it. So this card does indicate it's about an overabundant rainbow, offering some kind of a change of pace. So crossing a threshold into the unknown, the end of a journey of some sort. So there is some kind of decision that's being made. So there's a few of the cards that kind of stand out for me more so than the others. But like I said, overall, I mean, very pretty deck. Does have its own measure of subtlety. And again, it speaks to all of you a little differently. Some prefer just sort of a suggestion of what the card would represent versus, you know, having it directly visible. Sorry, just figuring out how to give you the best image here. Not as many colors, I would say, used in this one. It seems to be more focused on the red, yellow, green sort of tones. But again, there's a few of them, especially with the water elements, that I really like, especially that one, Queen of Chalices and the King. I actually like the Pentacles here as well, dealing with the practical world there. Let's take a look at Two of Pentacles just to get an idea if that's the same sort of thing. Could be juggling of resources, could be juggling of time, energy, all of that with the Two of Pentacles. Definitely speaks to there being some measure of instability. It could be that it's building up to a decision to change. Again, depends on what it's paired with. But so let's just look at how that is referred to in this particular book. So again, it's about imbalance. But it's also speaking to, with this particular deck, that life's imbalance is its greatest strength. So to the man that masters the back and forth motion, the perpetual movement propels him into a steady, productive rhythm. So keep it all together, not paying too much attention to one thing or another, but accepting that everything has its time and its place, and it's time to move onwards. Time to make a decision. So yeah, they're pretty much the same. Might be a slight twist with some of the description. But yeah, guys, I would say this one is definitely worth it too. And I will be using these in my own readings, just because I really do I like to try out new decks. But like I said, hang on to your decks, because one of the ones that I did have by Sharina Starr, even though some of the original ones are out of print, they have done sort of knockoff of some of these ones. And it's not quite the same. They don't have the same imagery. They don't have the same brilliant colors. You know, I mean, there's still renderings of the first deck, which I'll bring that one out here too. I'll do another one after this following. But again, I do really like the turquoise images with this deck. Like I said, the water and the swords really kind of move me more specifically. But I think I will kind of leave it at that. I'm just going to pull a few more forward just so that you get an idea of what you're purchasing. But again, pretty good card stock. Like, it's sturdy. I wouldn't say it doesn't have a smooth feel to it like a coating. It feels like it is more along the lines of like, it's hardy stock. It's not weak. I don't know how I would describe that coating. Like, it's smooth. If anything, I would say anytime they do the gold or the silver edges, which I guess is probably not coming through super clear here, I find that's where the cards tend to tear a little bit more. So, but I would say that otherwise the rest of the card stock itself is fairly good. So anyway, that's what I have on that particular deck. And again, that one was called the Prisma Visions Tarot. And that was illustrated by James R Eads. So hopefully that gives you a little insight if you're interested in purchasing. Have a great day, guys.